What up, peace, peace. It's Paxthecollector, and you watching Decoded Underground. We outside with the vibes. The song is called Get It Now, produced by Loop God Faith. Before you be a general, you gotta be a soldier. You know it's there because it interacts with other things. Perfection is a perception. You'll see that when you older. My niggas always been able because they deal with Cain. In a broad perspective, I was just elaborating a lot of like how I feel about general perspective of how I look at things now from how I used to look at them. You know what I mean? I was having a conversation with one of my OGs that I drive around in my job, and he was putting things in a different perspective for me, and he was saying a lot of different like phrases and like a whole bunch of old head understandings. So I resonated with a lot of them, and I put them into my work. Solomon said, before honor comes humility. I am the book that y'all read and all seeing. Watch over me, a man who fears God and shuns evil. That's the Job in me. God watch over me. During this quiet storm, it's barely my final form. Righteous thorns, mind is torn. Rip the bosky out to pieces. Signs from my ancestors when I write a thesis. Pain in my paragraph. Time passed from past times with the last Mohegans. In the sense of like a lot of things that I've been putting myself in the perspective of trying to gain more knowledge of and develop more understanding of, I feel like certain words or certain phrases that I put into my pieces and like certain things that I study or like try to dive deeper into like as myself, you feel me? It gains like wholeness or wellness within like the characterization of where I'm trying to sow my words and like how I'm trying to convey the picture I'm painting, as in like the Basquiat bar, you know what I mean? Pax been preaching. Reverend Pax will pop it off. I speak Ephesians. Stop it, dog. They're not as hard. The novice off. Nomad to an odd mirage. Look. Cover my face with dread. Expression vague instead. Making my mental state elated to retain again. So a lot of that was just me coming to grips of like reality for the most part. Like trying to really like get deeper into my thought process when I'm writing rather than just being discursive and lyrically flexing, like just putting things into like bars, you know what I mean? It's deeper than bars sometimes. When you have like a talent, when you have a natural talent, God-given talent, you could put more thought into it and perspective into it and put in your actual learned knowledge of the game into it. So that's really what I just express in those bars. A lot of the stuff that I'm like sewing into my lyrics is certain things that I would gain from like people that I've talked to or like stuff I've read. Like I try to like dive deeper into reading the Bible. So I just try to get a better understanding of the things that I'm like speaking on, the things that I want to gravitate towards in my thoughts and my knowledge. Not depressed, I'm introspective, trying to make amends. I talk to self, they talk to God, the cycle stays within. My past, present, and my present, but my future stone. Hidden encryption in the written, these forbidden poems. I seek to see the part of life where everything is chrome. Writing my paragraph paintings for when I'm dead and gone. If you used to comfortability, then you ain't grown. I learned some lessons while dabbling within the unknown. It said be still and have patience in a calm tone. I took some L's that calcified, but that made strong bones. And that, I was kind of lyrical flexing, not gonna lie. I was putting that in a perspective of like talking more of my talk. But the things that I was saying in it rather wasn't just me trying to convey myself as something I'm not. It's more being a vulnerable state of conveying myself as like, this is me, you feel me? I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, not gonna try to fake the funk, you know what I mean? Like it's not like a glitz and glam everyday lifestyle, probably in my head, because that's where you keep your heaven at, you feel me? But in real reality, you know what I'm saying, stuff is not that. I seek to see the part of life where everything is chrome, writing my paragraph paintings for when I'm dead and gone. If you used to comfortability, then you ain't grown. I learned some lessons while dabbling within the unknown. It said be still and have patience in a calm tone. I took some L's that calcified, but that made strong bones. Drives home ain't the same, sleeping on the couch. Half fast trapping onions out my mama house. I strive to move within my purpose, but I fall in doubt. I just been wilding out. So, who the fuck gonna love me when I'm not at home? So who the fuck gonna need me when I'm all alone? So who the fuck gonna listen if I'm not spitting poems, writing my paragraph paintings for when I'm dead and gone? Yeah, that was just me summarizing the main point of what I'm trying to convey in the song, which is just the knowledge of me being myself as a creative, as an artist, and not trying to put myself in any categorization or try to be this or try to be that or be a wannabe, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like, you know what I mean? It doesn't really have to go as deep as people make it in propaganda of music, you feel me? But aside from that, it's gonna be what it is, you know what I mean? You either a real one in what you're doing, you either a real live individual or you just paint a picture, you know what I mean? Whatever your picture is, whatever your character is, you live that. I'm just being me. It's all peace and knowledge, everything that we do. We gain knowledge and shed love, spread light. You can follow me at Paxthecollector on every streaming platform, every social network. You can find a lot of new content coming out very, very soon. So keep your eyes open.
SR7 TMI TG. Before you be a general, you gotta be a soldier. You know it's there because it interacts with other things. Perfection is a perception, you'll see that when you older. My niggas always been able because they deal with Cain.